Muayed is one of thousands of foreign volunteers killed fighting Bashar al-Assad in Syria. But there's something special about him. He was an Israeli.
Why are people who have Israeli passports, why do they believe that this is their problem?
There are no borders in our religion. It doesn't matter which kind of passport you have, Israeli or Saudi or other. In Islam, it doesn't matter.
Muayed's family didn't know he was even in Syria until a photograph of his body was posted on the internet. Mourners are now worried about two other Israeli Arabs from a nearby village who went with him 3 weeks ago and are now missing. Israel has tried to avoid getting sucked into its neighbour's tragedy, but it cannot avoid the contagion of this conflict. In the north of the country, a secret military network spirits Syrian victims of the civil war to Israeli hospitals. This Syrian patient doesn't know that he was smuggled to an Israeli military checkpoint on the Golan Heights, where the two countries are technically at war, and then brought here. When he wakes up, he'll be in for a shock.
We have one who really almost panicked when he suddenly awakened and heard for the first time that it was in Israel. But they can appreciate very fast the warm atmosphere around them and that they are not threatened in any way. After she was shot in the head.
Many of the injured have severe head wounds, often signs of attempted execution. Others survive attacks they sometimes wish they had not. This man had 5 children before the war. He uses his fingers to signal that 3 died when his village was bombed.
How wounded Syrians end up in the hands of the Israeli Defense Forces remains a secret, part of an underground process that must stay that way. What we do know, though, is that 86 patients have been treated here in Nahariya and many others in neighbouring hospitals. Now, they are part way through a journey of recovery that will take them back to their villages inside Syria. Now, of course, there is a propaganda aspect to this. It makes the Israelis look good. But equally, this is a humanitarian effort.
Israel's rare act of good neighbourliness will go unsung in Syria. Every Syrian in an Israeli hospital is admitted under the name of John Doe. When they go home, they may never reveal that they were rescued by the Jewish state. To do so would risk murder at the hands of Israel's enemies. Sam Kiley, Sky News, Nahariya.